Gentlemen, allow me to pose a question to you. How many glasses of simple water have you consumed today? One, two, perhaps three. Now, you could be considering, Dr. Romano, I consume ample water. I'm remaining hydrated, and I understand. But here's the key point I want you to grasp. If you're past 50, consuming plain water might represent one of the largest overlooked chances in your whole health regimen. Because although water sustains your life, it's not preserving your vitality. I'm Dr. Llaya Romano, and I've served as a practicing urologist for more than a decade, focusing on men's sexual health. Today, I'm set to disclose precisely what to incorporate into your water to convert it from mere hydration into a potent blood flow enhancer that bolsters your energy, stamina, and performance. By this video's conclusion, you'll view water in an entirely new light. But prior to jumping in, leave a comment below sharing your watching location. I enjoy linking up with men across the globe who are committed to regaining their vitality. Okay, let's dive right in. As we get older, our body essentially alters the way it handles water. Back in your 20s and 30s, each cell in your body functioned like an ideally calibrated sponge. You could sip a glass of water, and in mere minutes, it got soaked up and circulated precisely to the spots required. Your kidneys operated as exact filters. Your blood vessels stayed supple and reactive. All elements synced perfectly. Yet beyond 50, that sync alters. Your body grows less capable at retaining water. Your sense of thirst weakens substantially. You might not even notice that you're moving through life mostly chronically dehydrated. Your kidneys start releasing more fluid than necessary, washing away vital minerals and electrolytes that your body relies on for cell operations, muscle contractions, nerve transmissions, and blood circulation. You could still be downing 8 glasses each day, but much less of that water truly arrives at your cells. It flows past without providing true deep-level hydration. When cells lack the needed hydration and minerals, they shed their flexibility. The arteries and capillaries tasked with transporting oxygen-laden blood all over your body begin to harden. Imagine it as irrigating your garden via an aged, parched hose. The water keeps coming, but the hose resists bending smoothly. The pressure diminishes. The supply turns erratic. That's precisely the scenario unfolding in your vascular setup. This drop in flexibility renders it tougher for blood to travel smoothly to its destinations. This impact extends beyond just your heart or brain. It deeply influences regions that depend most on robust circulation. You might observe your hands and feet turning cooler. Your energy wanes more swiftly during the day. And maybe most evidently, those natural morning erections turn rarer, softer, or vanish completely. The issue isn't a loss of desire. The issue lies in slowed circulation. And simple water offers scant help in fixing this independently. Lacking those crucial minerals that transport electrical impulses between cells, your body struggles to fully expand blood vessels or effectively supply oxygen to the most vital areas. Even with 10 or 12 glasses downed daily, your tissues could remain metabolically parched. Not due to the volume you're taking in, but owing to the deficiencies within that water. Over my 10 years practicing urology, I have observed this cycle time and again. Men arrive feeling irritated, worn out, estranged from their own bodies. They're improving their diets, ramping up exercise, handling all the right steps, yet their bodies fail to react as before. Upon probing further, it's clear age isn't the culprit. It's cellular dehydration. It's a severe shortage of minerals that ensure smooth operations. Once you master enhancing your water using the proper minerals in appropriate quantities at optimal moments, a major shift occurs. Your energy levels steady, your concentration heightens, your rest deepens, and your blood flow particularly in the key zones, surges back powerfully. The studies make it evident. A 2011 paper in Biological Trace Element Research demonstrated that certain minerals can boost testosterone by 24% within only 4 weeks. A 2022 analysis in Nutrients verified that elevated magnesium consumption correlates straight to superior testosterone, greater muscle mass, and amplified performance among men past 50. Research out of Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, and Harvard Medical School has recorded how balanced electrolytes markedly enhance vascular operations, blood pressure control, and heart health. These represent the precise mechanisms governing erectile capabilities, energy levels, and endurance. Allow me to recount a brief anecdote. I treated a 58-year-old patient, athletic and engaged, who showed up utterly depleted. He was rousing 3 to 4 times each night for bathroom trips. His morning erections had vanished. He sensed exhaustion all day long. Even though he drank abundant water, lab tests revealed ongoing dehydration. Upon querying his eating habits, he noted downing 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter nightly. We implemented 2 adjustments. We replaced peanut butter with almond butter and introduced a mineral-packed hydration regimen. In just 6 weeks, his liver markers evened out. He managed full nights of sleep mostly. Morning vigor reemerged, and those morning erections he'd assumed were history returned, with a solidity he hadn't experienced in years. He shared that it felt as if someone had flicked the lights back on within his body. That's the strength of supplying your system with what it's desperately lacked. The key resides in 3 vital minerals. These serve as minuscule electrical couriers that regulate nearly all functions. From heartbeats to muscle power, from emotions to blood circulation, every directive your body issues hinges on minerals bearing an electrical load that instructs cells on their actions. Absent them, your system forfeits its coordination. Your heart continues beating, muscles keep shifting, but lacking the prior accuracy or force. Let me guide you through the 3 foremost minerals for men beyond 50. Mineral 1 is magnesium, the mineral of relaxation. This stands as the paramount mineral for men over 50. Magnesium participates in more than 300 enzymatic activities. It oversees the easing of smooth muscles across the board, from your gut to your heart and vessels. And this is why it counts. Those identical smooth muscles coating your arteries appear as well within the corpora cavernosa, the spongy erectile structure that swells with blood to form an erection. For peak blood flow for erections that hold firm and last, arterial linings and erectile structures must stay supple and quick to respond. When your body gets the go-ahead for activity, those muscles must loosen, widen, and expand fully. This action, known as vasodilation, relies heavily on ample magnesium. When deficient, and over 75% of adults lack it thanks to depleted soils and contemporary eating, your blood vessels linger in a perpetual subtle strain. They stay mildly narrowed nonstop. This constitutes vasoconstriction. Magnesium offsets that ongoing strain. It functions as a natural blocker of calcium channels. Calcium drives muscle tightening. When calcium outpaces magnesium excessively, muscles remain rigid. Magnesium intervenes and declares, "Time to ease that strain?" Incorporating highly absorbable magnesium into your daily setup guarantees widespread relaxation across your vascular network. It's taken up swiftly, flows into your blood, and promptly dispatches calming directives to your heart vessel system and erectile areas. This converts straight into smoother, more robust, longer-lasting blood movement, immensely advantageous for vitality and intimate capabilities. Yet magnesium goes further. It also quietly modulates testosterone. With low magnesium, your body ramps up cortisol output. Cortisol directly hampers testosterone creation. They compete for identical resources, but restoring magnesium drops cortisol levels. Testosterone climbs organically, and you sense that reliable masculine vigor resurfacing. Magnesium further aids profound REM sleep, where your body generates roughly 90% of its testosterone in the initial 3 hours. Superior magnesium yields superior sleep, which yields more testosterone. Past 50, your body absorbs magnesium less effectively from foods by themselves. Today's agriculture has leached minerals from soils. Even nutritious meals fall short. If you arise with muscle spasms, tightness in calves or lower back, or sense unease at night, that's your body flagging depleted magnesium stocks. The fix is straightforward. A modest, steady intake of magnesium, be it via mineral-laden water, magnesium-packed eats, or a supplement such as magnesium glycinate or citrate, yields evident changes in 2 to 4 weeks. Blood circulation feels more fluid. Your frame feels less burdened. You rest more soundly. Magnesium glycinate proves kinder to your gut, especially ideal pre-bedtime. Magnesium citrate absorbs more readily but might trigger a gentle laxative response, so ease in gradually. The second vital mineral is sodium, the overseer of hydration. I can guess your reaction. Dr. Romano, sodium triggers elevated blood pressure. It's awful for my heart. That's a fair assumption. For years, that's the narrative we've absorbed. But here's the nuance that alters everything. Quality holds immense weight. The issue isn't sodium per se. The issue stems from the enormous quantities of subpar processed table salt concealed in ready meals, quick eats, and bagged treats. That bleached, overprocessed powder has lost nearly all its helpful minerals, retaining solely abrasive, dense sodium chloride that disrupts your electrolyte equilibrium into disarray. But pristine, unprocessed sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, that's an entirely separate matter. These organic salts hold not merely sodium chloride, but a broad array of trace elements, frequently around 84 distinct ones, encompassing potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc. Sodium from premium unrefined origins acts as the chief overseer of hydration. It's essential for upholding the correct fluid equilibrium within and beyond cells. Without sufficient top-tier sodium, your body falters in gripping water. You keep sipping and promptly dash to the restroom. Water zips right past. This results in endless thirst even after downing liters daily. Sodium collaborates potently with potassium to drive the sodium-potassium pump. This forms the core process fueling nearly every cellular task, including nerve impulses, muscle tightening and loosening, and the widening of blood vessels. Securing ample high-caliber sodium in your water above all first thing each morning guarantees that water gets drawn into cells where it fits. This yields top-notch cellular hydration, markedly enhanced nerve reactions, and more streamlined muscle operations encompassing the smooth muscles in your penis. A minuscule dash of premium unrefined sea salt into a big glass of water, especially mornings on an empty stomach, nutritionally diverges completely from the dense, inflammation-sparking salt in crisps or fast fare. This basic tweak sharply boosts hydration effectiveness, which refines blood volume to ease your heart's pumping and your vessel's transport of oxygen-packed blood to prime spots. Time-honored societies from Himalayan peaks to seaside Mediterranean groups ingested mineral-dense salts routinely and thrived with exceptional vigor well into later years. Today's research is aligning with their ancestral wisdom. The third key mineral is potassium, the subtle equalizer. If magnesium specializes in relaxation and sodium guards hydration, potassium provides the offsetting force, operating quietly in the background. Potassium forms the third support of the electrolyte foundation. Its main role involves securing accurate cell communications, particularly in heart tissue and across your vascular web. As magnesium eases arteries, potassium pairs with sodium to sustain the vital electrical differential over each cell barrier. Importantly, potassium plays a proven part in overseeing blood pressure. It aids your body in shedding surplus sodium, especially helpful for men facing elevated pressure or meals loaded with processed items. The interplay of sodium and potassium resembles a precise interplay. In today's Western eating patterns, the majority ingest excessively from processed low-grade sodium and insufficiently from potassium, plentiful in fresh produce, veggies, beans, and pulses. When discussing boosting circulation and reviving vitality, we're fostering internal harmony. You require sufficient quality sodium to draw water into cells and sustain ideal blood volume, but you need abundant potassium to offset sodium, keeping arterial surfaces supple, alert, and ready to widen fully when your body demands robust circulation. Incorporating potassium proves more challenging than magnesium or sodium, as excess, particularly alongside kidney concerns or a specific pressure meds, can pose risks or hazards. Yet adding a modest, managed dose of readily soluble potassium chloride powder, or ideally a superior potassium-loaded electrolyte mineral mix, offers a superb, secure method to reinstate this frequently ignored mineral proportion. By bolstering this fine equilibrium, you're equipping your heart and full vessel array with the instruments for maximum operation. Numerous men note sensing lighter, more serene, more even-keeled. Their pulse feels more even. Energy holds steady instead of surging and plummeting. Circulation seems more expansive, reactive, and vibrant. Now, permit me to detail precisely what unfolds within your body upon infusing these minerals into water. Every directive in your body demands an electrical spark to operate. Your heartbeat, your thoughts, muscle shifts, even vessel expansion amid erections. All rely on charged particles termed ions traversing cell barriers. Minerals constitute those ions. They're your body's electrical medium of exchange. With sufficient minerals in circulation, directives travel swiftly, distinctly, forcefully from brain to nerves, to muscles to vessels. It's fluid coordination. When lacking, coordination turns lethargic, vague, undependable. It's akin to a call plagued by poor signal. Directives distort, responses lag, outputs weaken or vary. Let's address erections directly. For a solid, rigid, enduring erection, a particular progression must unfold. Initially, your brain catches an arousal cue. That cue journeys along your spine via pelvic nerves into the smooth muscle-coating arteries feeding your penis. When those nerves activate properly, they emit nitric oxide. Nitric oxide proves indispensable. It's the primary opener. It directs smooth muscle in vessel walls and erectile structures to loosen and broaden fully. This permits blood to surge vigorously into the corpora, those dual spongy vaults along your penis's span. As vaults swell with blood, they enlarge, squeezing veins that typically siphon blood off. The veins compress closed, locking blood within to yield stiffness, solidity, the capacity to sustain an erection. Here's the pivotal element. Nitric oxide generation and smooth muscle easing both necessitate proper magnesium, sodium, and potassium levels. Without them, the cue weakens. Muscle fails to loosen completely. Blood movement falls short. The erection, should it arise, stays yielding, erratic, or wanes swiftly. Magnesium serves as a natural calcium channel inhibitor, halting surplus calcium from holding muscles clenched and stressed. It's like lifting the emergency brake off your vascular framework. Sodium and potassium uphold electrical potential over cell barriers, guaranteeing nerve cues can bridge into muscle cells and convey their intent distinctly and potently. When all three minerals align in proper proportion, your setup performs as intended. Cues ignite crisply. Muscles ease on cue. Blood courses unbound and vigorously. Erections revert to their ideal: solid, dependable, enduring. This extends beyond intimate roles. This identical process influences your full cardiovascular array. Enhanced mineral equilibrium means superior pressure, oversight, better oxygen transport to brain and muscles, improved energy creation at cell scale, and swifter rebound post-effort. It's a thorough systemic elevation. Now, let me provide the precise regimen. This forms your full implementation guide. First, each morning without fail, in the first 20 minutes after rising, consume a substantial glass of water, 12 to 16 ounces, and select from two choices. Choice A, magnesium emphasis. Stir in half a teaspoon of magnesium citrate or glycinate powder to your water. Ensure full dissolution. If capsules suit you better, swallow a 200 to 250 milligram one alongside water. This promptly initiates the easing sequence in your vascular setup. Choice B, the salt method. This is what the majority of men deem simplest. Grab a scant pinch of pink Himalayan salt or unrefined sea salt, just sufficient to scarcely coat your pinky fingertip, and mix it into water. The taste should remain faint. This delivers comprehensive electrolytes from the outset and confirms your body can truly take in and utilize the water rather than expelling it promptly. For an added lift, include a fresh lemon squeeze for vitamin C, which aids nitric oxide formation. Across the day, prioritize even, reliable hydration. Avoid gulping vast quantities suddenly. Rather, sip roughly half a glass every 45 to 60 minutes. This sustains optimal blood volume, averts the surge and drain pattern, and lets kidneys handle fluids smoothly. Your body flourishes on steadiness, not fluctuations. In the evening or following any exercise or strenuous task, particularly on warm days with sweat loss, incorporate about half a scoop of a premium potassium-enriched electrolyte powder into your water. Verify it's low or no sugar. This restores what's been lost to sweat, aids muscle rebound effectively, wards off overnight spasms, and bolsters consistent pressure. If your evening meal features potassium-dense items like avocado, sweet potatoes, or white beans, you may omit this. Here's a tactical hint that eludes most men. Should you anticipate intimacy later in the evening, uphold regular hydration all day, but cease large intakes around 45 minutes prior. This allows your body to handle that final dose, preventing urgent bladder fullness just as passion builds. You'll retain every hydration gain. Vessels will stay alert, muscles nourished, yet without that intrusive strain. For recommendations on brands, I suggest Doctor's Best Magnesium Glycinate for the mildest version, Natural Vitality, Calm for Magnesium Citrate Powder, or Enough Foods for budget-friendly excellence. For sea salt, seek Redmond Real Salt, Celtic Sea Salt, or fine Himalayan pink salt. Steer clear of iodized table salt, utterly. For electrolyte mixes, I favor LMNT, zero sugar with elevated sodium, ideal for dynamic men. Ultima Replenisher, likewise sugar-free with solid mineral harmony, or Liquid IV, featuring minor sugars yet vastly superior to Gatorade or Powerade. These are available on Amazon, at natural grocers, or spots like Whole Foods and Sprouts. Expect a total monthly outlay of $15 to $25. If you lean toward food origins, and I advocate blending both tactics, here's the emphasis. For magnesium, consume 1 cup cooked spinach yielding 157 milligrams, a quarter cup pumpkin seeds for 190 milligrams, 1 ounce dark chocolate at 70% cacao or above for roughly 64 milligrams, or half a cup black beans for 60 milligrams. For potassium, take 1 medium avocado offering 975 milligrams, 1 medium sweet potato for 542 milligrams, 1 cup white beans exceeding 1,000 milligrams, or a medium banana for 422 milligrams. For sodium, your optimal move remains that brief dash of quality sea salt into your water. Now, essential cautions you need to heed. First, avoid excess sodium. Greater isn't superior. A mere pinch suffices. Should you face high pressure or any heart-related issue, consult your physician beforehand. Track your sensations. If ankle or hand puffiness arises, cut back right away. Never resort to iodized table salt. Second, magnesium might spark gut discomfort, notably loose stools. Citrate form risks this more than glycinate. With a delicate digestion, begin at a quarter teaspoon and ramp up slowly across a week or two. Pair it with meals if it irks. If issues linger, opt for magnesium glycinate. Third, exercise care with potassium. Refrain from heavy supplementation sans doctor clearance, particularly with kidney troubles or pressure drugs. Excess potassium risks grave heart rhythm disruptions. Adhere to label guidelines. Food-based potassium remains the securest path. Frequent errors. Avoid slamming big volumes abruptly. It breeds bloating and hydrates no better. Shun bargain refined table salt. Caliber counts hugely. Forgo hopes of instant wonders. This requires 2 to 3 weeks for outcomes. Skip no days attempting catch-up later. Steadiness reigns supreme. Pair not with intense alcohol intake. Booze expels all minerals you're aiming to hold. Seek medical advice if profound erectile issues persist beyond 2 months, as it might indicate heart concerns. If swelling without cause, heart flutters, or uneven beats emerge post-starting these minerals, halt at once and seek evaluation. With any meds, notably for pressure, diabetes, or heart matters, discuss interactions with your doctor up front. Let me outline grounded timelines for your progress. This lacks magic pill status. This involves retraining your vascular framework and reinstating mineral harmony. In week 1, you'll detect gentle alterations. Rest quality enhances. Energy holds a touch more even. Cognitive sharpness refines. You might find fewer urgent bathroom dashes since cells grip water better. Certain men note intensified, scarcer salt urges. These mark base adjustments. Your body begins reacting. By weeks 2 and 3, gains turn apparent. Energy sustains more evenly across the full day. Harsh midday, slumps begin receding. You'll probably encounter firmer, more regular morning erections. Circulation advances clearly. Hands and feet warm up. Exercise rebound accelerates. Nighttime muscle spasms drop sharply. Disposition steadies. This phase converts most men to advocates. This is when your companion spots shifts as well. By weeks 4 to 6, substantial outcomes emerge. Blood flow sees clear uplift. Erections turn more solid, steadfast, simpler to attain amid closeness. Stamina and lasting power, whether gym or bedroom, advance markedly. Overall vigor and assurance resurface. This is the convergence point. After 2 to 3 months of unwavering daily adherence, you attain maximum gains. Your vascular setup has adapted fully. Output stays uniform. Energy endures all day sans dips. Disposition and cognitive acuity improve notably. You sense driven and invigorated. Your body has integrated proper mineral equilibrium, yet steadiness defines success. This evades quick remedies. This elevates your lifestyle. Gains persist via daily routine. Cessation lets effects wane slowly. Adopt this as routine. Now here's my dare. Come morning, pre-coffee, pre-phone glance, pre-all else. Down one ample glass of water, laced with a scant pinch of superior sea salt. Merely 1 glass. Repeat that each morning for 7 consecutive days. Observe your sensations. Track your energy. Track your cognitive sharpness. Track your morning reaction. That's all. One minor tweak. I assure you'll sense the variance. If this resonated, tap subscribe immediately. We're forging a network of men dedicated to reclaiming vitality. This is Dr. Llaya Romano, and I'll catch you next time.